Oh my gosh, we just cruised an alligator. There's an indigo crossing the road up the road of the alligator. That is insane. He's completely covered in duckweed. That thing is huge. My God. Oh, look at that thing. What just happened? I got it. Oh, dude. What is that? The alligator's crossing the road.
We have a go-go with us too.
Under my car. There he goes. And then here's the indigo. Oh my gosh. Got this huge indigo here in South Texas. Don't bite me. But we just watched this alligator cross the road while we saw the indigo crossing the road. All right, guys, we have assembled the squad to head down to South Texas. Here is Samuel's pet snake, Chester, a checkered garter. And under this rock here, we flipped a rough earth. So this and this are our first snakes of the trip. I guess we'll release this rough earth. All right, we're out flipping now. We just got a tarantula. There were a bunch of narrowmouths as well. At least 4. They all kind of jumped away. Good start to the trip.
Nice.
All right, guys, we just went through this board pile here for this little guy. First snake of South Texas is a checkered garter snake. This is only my 4th ever checkered garter.
Really? Wow.
Yep. Thamnophis marcianus, a little guy.
Goodbye, Chester Jr.
Right, we'll release this checkered garter into his board pile. All right, these guys are pretty common elsewhere in Texas, but this is the humble Gulf Coast toad. Flipped under that thing. We'll let him go. Okay, next up we've got another Thamnophis. This is a western ribbon snake, another common sight elsewhere in Texas. Nice to be seeing snakes on the first day of the trip. We'll give it a release.
Go under their bed.
That really appreciate it.
Yeah, there we go. Very nice.
Oh my gosh.
Where's she at?
There's an indigo snake poking its head out right there.
That's super fire.
That's my lifer. So what's crazy is we were tracking down what we thought might have been a rose-bellied lizard somewhere in there. Indigo was over there. We managed to secure it. Let's go. My lifer Texas indigo snake. Wow, this is a top target for the South Texas trip. And I'm so glad we finally made it happen on the first day of the trip. Can only get better from here. Okay, well, hopefully this is a good sign of what's to come. We've still got like 5 more days left in South Texas. Okay, we'll release this indigo snake. Thank you for your presence. I guess we'll continue on hiking. See you later. That right there is what we're looking for. That's a speckled racer. It's going up in this palmetto. These guys occupy such a tiny portion in South Texas around these palmetto habitat. I'm losing words. This is insane. Where'd he go? They're actually protected in Texas. He's somewhere under the palm. Yeah, I think we'll leave him there. But wow, that definitely makes the trip after that indigo. That is insane. Okay, I spotted it again, coming out of the palm frond right here. There's a good look at its head. Wow, what an incredible animal. A mostly neotropical species, but they barely range into South Texas here.
Oh my gosh. Probably good.
All right, we just made it back to the Airbnb and we herped inside. There's a brown anole, non-native species. We'll get him out of here. Okay, we saw a bunch of these on the side of the house, so they're very well established here. Oh my gosh! We started cruising tonight because the weather is nice. I had no idea what I was looking at initially, but that right there is my lifer Smiliska bowdinii, the Mexican tree frog. Was not expecting that at all. That is insane. Let's get some pictures of this guy. All right, there he is. We're actually getting a little bit of a sprinkle now, which is pretty nice. So we'll keep this short, get some quick pictures, and let this guy go. What an awesome start to the night. All right, we got a Rio Grande leopard frog here. Common sight. Get him out. We just got our first cruise snake of the night, and it is an emerii. This is a slightly different subspecies in this area, Pantherophis emerii melmorum, which is a new one for me. That's pretty cool. Apparently snakes are moving, so we'll keep it moving.
Yep.
Let this guy go. We'll let this guy get out of the road before another car comes by and runs him over in the direction he was going. There he goes. Okay, we just got a second emerii on the night. We'll quickly release this guy, keep it moving. Apparently these guys like to move right now, so let him go.
Goodbye.
Okay, we just got a super feisty Decay's brown snake. What? Never seen one this defensive. All right, since we're seeing mostly common stuff, we're probably gonna call it for a night here. Maybe do one more pass around these roads. Let this guy go. Okay, I was driving past a bunch of these guys. These are tiny little metamorph herder spadefoots. There's one there. There's another one right here. That's kind of crazy.
Lifer for me.
All right, I had to get this guy out of the road earlier, but this is an adult herder's spadefoot. First one I've seen in a while. That's a cool find for South Texas. All right, we got another new amphibian on the night on the way back. This is a Texas toad, also one I haven't seen in a while. We'll get this guy out of the road. Look at that. Might not look like much, but that is a Rio Grande chirping frog in its native range near the Rio Grande Valley. Okay, we're back at the Airbnb now, and actually in this bush right here, we shined a rhombifer. So that's the first rhombifer of South Texas for me. A little guy, absolutely tiny, first one of the trip. Okay, we are back at it again this morning, trying to see if we can see some more snakes while hiking. Hopefully we'll get another speckled racer maybe an indigo, we'll see. Oh my gosh, there it is. There's a speckled racer out periscoping right now on the trail. That is amazing. Second one of the trip. Insane, 2 days in a row we get speckled racers. Oh, he's on the move. Wow, I'll get some pictures. Okay, we've transitioned to cruising now that the sun is winding down. That gave us a heart attack because we thought it was a Texas tortoise, but it's just a red-eared slider covered in mud. We'll get him out of the road. Okay, well, when we stopped, we found this friendly dog who came out to say hi. Maybe a stray or something, but we'll keep on moving. Oh my gosh, we just cruised an alligator. That is insane. He's completely covered in duckweed. Oh my gosh, we're running up the road because there's an indigo crossing the road up the road to the alligator. Get it, get it. Oh my god. Get it. Go. Go, get it. Oh my god. That's insane. Oh my. That thing is huge. Oh, look at that thing! Oh my! Oh my! Dude. Oh my gosh! What just happened?
I got it.
Oh,
Dude!
what is that?
Wait, I got that on video.
Oh shit, it's trying to bite my shoes.
Oh, the adrenaline is pumping. What just happened? Oh my god! Okay, we came back up. The alligator's crossing the road.
And we have a go-go with us too.
Under my car.
Oh,
that's crazy.
Johnny, color grade this. Can we take it to the Airbnb?
There he goes.
That is all of 8 foot, easily.
That's insane.
That is a dinosaur.
And then here's the indigo. Oh my gosh. That is awesome.
Huge indigo.
Yeah, watch out.
Oh shit.
Yeah, we'll keep our distance. Okay, it looks like the alligator made its way under that barbed wire fence to go back in the marsh.
Have their head out the window.
All right, this thing chilled out a little bit. Have it sitting here on the road for photos, but look at that insane orange coloration on its chin. These snakes are magnificent. True South Texas gem. I'm so happy. Wait, what? We just looked up the road and there's another indigo. What? We gotta stop. Okay, yeah, we were literally photographing that one down there.
No way.
But what is this?
No.
Is it bigger?
Yeah, it's bigger.
Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh.
Oh.
Okay, we've got both of these indigos.
I showed him.
That's crazy.
Pick him up.
This one and that one. What an insane second day of the trip. Okay, we're releasing this first indigo. Let it cross the road back in the direction it was going. I'm sure it knows exactly where it's at. Look at that.
So observant.
Okay, we're just gonna set this one down because it kind of just appeared on the road randomly, so we don't know which way it was going. We'll see which way it wants to go. Like, that's it in perspective of the road. That's insane. All right, it looks like it's going back the way it initially came. Those glossy scales. What a treat. All All right, we're heading down for cruising for the night, and on this gravel road, there's already a DeKay's brown snake crossing. Decent sign, I guess, that snakes will be moving. All right, a quick release, and we'll keep on moving. Oh, he's being defensive. Oh my gosh! I've never seen one. I mean, I guess the one last night did, but I've never seen one gape. We'll get him off. Okay, I literally slammed on the brakes. This ribbon snake was under my car. Thankfully, I didn't hit it. But we got our, I guess, second snake of the night. I'll release this guy over here. We'll continue cruising. All right, we just cruised a ribbon snake, of course. Second ribbon snake live of the night. This one's a decently sized one. Pretty with that orangish stripe. Got him out of the road and keep cruising. All right, we'll get him across the road and keep on cruising. Give me a little nibble there, but that's fine. Doesn't really hurt. All right, we got another ribbon snake. Awesome. Hopefully we'll keep it moving and get something else new. All right, we got a ribbon here. There's a car coming, but I don't know, maybe this one was one we already cruised. Oh my gosh, there's so many cars. Yeah, we'll let him go on the other side after all these cars pass. All right, off he goes onto this side. All right, we got something that's not a ribbon. It's an emery. I definitely thought it was a ribbon at first. There was a car coming, we narrowly saved him. Okay, off goes this emery eye back into the brush. We'll continue on. It seems the night is winding down. All we're getting is ribbons and decays and that one emery eye. All right, there he goes. Okay, we got another decay. It's a little small one. We got him out of the road. This night is a lot of numbers, but not anything crazy. Let's go! We just cruised a little checkered garter snake.
Very nice.
A non-decays or ribbon. Let's go. Okay, we'll get him to the other side. Keep cruising, I guess, because slightly more interesting snakes are moving now. So, okay, we got another decays brown snake periscoping in the road. Oh my gosh, we got a huge Atrox here. I think it's clipped though, because it's not moving too well. But we'll try to hook it out of the road and leave it be.
He's like
okay, yeah, we got a pretty flattened but alive DeKay's brown snake. These guys have probably been the most common snake, probably tied with ribbons. Get this guy. Oh, look at him. He's completely flat. Okay, there's a car coming, so we'll get him out of the road. Another DeKay's. Get him off the road. There have been way too many of these tonight. Okay, we got another DeKay's. This one's kind of orange. Almost thought it was a Tantilla. Okay. We'll release him into this field.
Yeah, there you go. Yeah.
You already know what I'm gonna say. We'll get this guy out of the road.
Not even recording at this point.
Again, no need for words. And that wraps up the first 2 days of our trip to South Texas. So far, I had documented 10 DeKay's brown snakes, 5 western ribbon snakes, 2 checkered garter snakes, 3 Great Plains rat snakes, 1 diamondback water snake, 1 western diamondback rattlesnake, 3 Texas indigo snakes, and 2 speckled racers, although there were many more speckled racers that disappeared before I got a chance to video them. Not to mention all the cool frogs active on the road, and of course that humongous alligator. That was amazing. Stay tuned for the rest of the trip, where we got to see several more lifers as well as some crazy species interactions you won't want to miss.